Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Design Space Jumpstart, the Cricut Design Space Jumpstart. I'm Jamila Payne. I'm going to be your host. And um, what you can expect from this call, we're going to talk about what to expect this week, giveaways, the goals of the summit, kind of how to choose which presentations to watch. Because with the free pass, you're not going to feel good if you try to watch all of them at once. There are 30, I think 31 presentations, and in 4 days that is a lot to consume and also take action behind what you're being taught in those videos. um, I'd love it if everybody continues to introduce themselves in the comments and tell us where you're from. But we are also going to talk about, or I'm going to do some giveaways tonight. We're going to give away 5 VIP passes. If you've already purchased the VIP pass, I will email you with some other options uh, in exchange for the giveaway. So, like I said, I'm Jamila Payne. I am the writer and creator of Color Me Crafty, a blog all about crafts. And I'm your host for the Cricut Design Space Jumpstart. So, starting tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., the presentations will open. There are about 8 each day, except for on day 4, where we go beyond Cricut Design Space. And those videos on the Beyond session are going to show you things outside of Cricut Design Space. But the first 3 days, there are 8 videos each day, and they open at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, and they're available till 8 a.m. the next morning. And then they close, and then that next day's presentation open. To enter tonight's giveaway, you just have to comment, just keep commenting. And then the instructor giveaways will open up also at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. The goal of this summit is to get everybody comfortable with using Cricut Design Space and Cricut crafting. Oh, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments as well. And at the end, we'll get to those questions, some of those questions. I have a little list of notes that I'm going through to make sure I don't forget anything. As far as which presentations to attend, I'm gonna drop a link to the schedule page. On the schedule page, you can see what presentations are available, as well as print off a schedule. So you can look through those and see which ones are most appealing to you and decide that way, or the things that you want to learn the most and decide that way. But print off that schedule. Let's see. You're going to want to take notes on the presentations. If you don't feel like you have time to watch everything that you want to watch, go ahead and grab the VIP pass. There is $3,100 worth of stuff inside the VIP pass. There's a lot of amazing bonuses, from courses and memberships all the way to printables and SVG files.
It's amazing.
So I'm going to drop that link as well for you guys. And I think I've covered everything. Does anybody have any questions?
Jamila, why don't we go around and introduce ourselves?
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, I'll get started.
Yes.
I'm Michelle. I'm from Weekend Craft. I'm the content creator behind it, and Weekend Craft is all about like helping you craft a home and a life that you love. So everything from Cricut crafts to DIY, home renovation, and also recipes. So I am a major sticker enthusiast. So my class is actually going to be on how to design stickers within Design Space, and then bringing you through the whole process like soup to nuts. So I'm going to show you how to design it, what the best sticker paper to use for certain projects is, what print settings and what cut settings you should be using, and get you guys started on making some beautiful stickers. So you can find me on all platforms at Weekend Craft. Yeah.
I can go next. I'm Anne. I'm the useless crafter, and I like to just be really extra. So I like to use all different. I craft a lot of in different areas. I do like paper crafting the most, but I do sublimation and HTV and all that stuff. But everything that I do, I like to really go and do like all the stuff that you probably won't do. But what's nice is that you get to know my process. I was a process designer in my previous life. And so I kind of bring that into the crafting world. And so even if you don't use it now, it's always like nice to keep those little nuggets in there. And when you come across that issue, you know how to resolve it. But my class is specifically on the off the mat. So I'll show you a few that I have right on this side. These are great for party props. I don't know if you want to start an Etsy shop. This is me in the exact same outfit. Another one, but you can do these. They photo really well. You can add the shakers. This is Crafty Mommy Bees. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but it's just a lot of fun. So, and it's always like we can make it as big as we want. And that was something that I really struggled with when I first got my Cricut, not understanding what all the features were, for example. But I also didn't want to go and start from the beginning and try to learn everything before I can start a project. So it's kind of nice to jump in and see how this project is done and kind of know like some of the features that are in design space that would be most helpful. And like Michelle, I'm on all social media platforms. So find me on your favorite one and just follow along. But I hope you guys enjoyed the course.
That leaves me. I'm Shawn Mosh. I live in Minnesota. I am a crafty mom, Disney fan. You can probably see my mouse ears back there. Disney does sneak its way into my crafting world. For my real job, I'm a process planner and work on training documentation. So I think that really plays into my crafting world of how I get very detailed and show you the process and the steps. I really focus on teaching people how to use Cricut Design Space so they can create whatever they want. If you understand which buttons do what, you can be more creative and create anything you want. I see all kinds of people saying hi to me in the chat. Anne and I are actually both on the design team for 12 by 12 cardstock shop, even though we've never met. But let me know whatever your Cricut questions are. I've said that I can answer about 90% of the Cricut questions that are out there. The other 10% are probably a software glitch. My presentation is going to be perfect print then cut projects. People ask me a lot, like, Shawn, why do yours always turn out so perfect? I'm going to show you all my secrets.
Love it.
Well, I'm not seeing any questions from the attendees. So,
yeah, if you guys have questions, drop them in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, someone bought their Cricut last night.
Woohoo!
Congratulations.
You found yourself in a good place.
We need to know what buttons do what.
Yep.
You'll learn a lot of that this week. And
you really will.
Yeah. There are a lot of the presentations show you how to do different things in different ways, or how to use the tools inside Cricut Design Space. So
I'm seeing a question here. Will a schedule email come out each day?
Yes, it will. You will get an email each morning right before the presentations open up, and you will also, or it will also be posted in the Facebook group, and with a link directly to each presentation. I'm trying to watch for questions.
I know, that's why it
It moves so
sure
fast.
we're really exciting to watch the chat.
Yeah.
Love on you. I'm going to touch upon your Cricut not printing correctly and how to calibrate it to your Cricut. I have a YouTube video I can link for you guys in the Facebook group.
And I actually go through calibration in my lesson. And so I had submitted my video for this event, and then it was like a week or two later, Cricut launched the new print then cut size.
Oh,
So then, like, no, it wasn't the new print then cut size. It was where the settings was. They moved this, settings for calibration from one side of the screen to the other. And I was like, oh my God. Now my video, is going to be off because it shows go to your top left. So I actually redid that section of the video so that mine would be current.
that happened to me last February with Abby's Summit because they changed print then cut the day after our videos were due, and I was like, well, I need to re-record that entire video.
Of course.
Margie, oh, sorry, Anne.
Oh, no. I'm just laughing at that.
Margie, you can print the schedule from the schedule page. Here, let me grab you the link again. I'm trying to get them up on the screen as they come in to make it a little bit easier. I just put that.
Margie, I love the Tinkerbell
comments. I'm a newbie. Can I view this? Can I view this later? So the video or the presentations will only be available for 24 hours, Chuck. You will have to upgrade. You'll need to upgrade to the VIP pass if you want ongoing access. And that price goes up tonight. So if you're thinking about it, I would suggest to go ahead and, grab it. Like I said, there's $3,100 worth of value inside. It comes with a workbook for each and every workshop, which you don't get with the free pass, but VIP access gets you lifetime access. So you can watch those presentations as fast or as slow as you want. My Cricut. Oh, can someone help with this one?
Ooh.
I've never.
Yeah, I haven't
My
had
Are you
that.
sure?
pens are drawing all over. How do I fix? When you put the pen in, is it locking?
That's what I was going to ask.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
makes
can hear
sense.
it click when it goes into the little holder. If you don't hear it click, push a little harder.
Also, make sure you're using Cricut pens.
Yeah.
And you're not using Joy pens on
The Cricut.
the Maker or the Explorer.
Yeah.
Cricut. I see a lot of comments about not getting the schedule in the email. If you guys go to that schedule page that I linked, I'll link it again. It should be at the bottom of your chat right now. If you go to that schedule page, right at the top, there's a button for you to download that schedule. Like a laser printer.
Yes, and you do have to calibrate each printer in Design Space, each printer that you have.
How do you use vinyl on cardstock without it tearing?
So I actually prefer to use HTV on cardstock. I think it looks prettier. And then once you press it, and because you're pressing on cardstock and we don't have to worry about it lasting through like a wash, right? Like you would on your sweatshirt, it only takes a couple of seconds and then the whole carrier sheet will just pop up And so there's no transfer sheet sticking to your cardstock and peeling off your cardstock. So I definitely, for all my really intricate designs, or if I'm I don't know, like spelling out congratulations and I don't want it to be in cardstock, then it's nice to just do one press on the HTV. I mean, with HTV.
Totally agree with that. And sometimes, like, I know for me, I had some holographic orange HTV, and it just looked like a candle flame. So I was like, oh, I have to use this on a birthday cake card. There's a question of,
Heath, if you could email help@jamilapayne.com with this question, I can look it up and see what's going on. Go ahead, Sean. You saw.
I was just going to answer a different question, but now I lost it.
Debbie, do you mean this live video? If so, then yes, you can watch this again later. It'll live on Facebook and also, I think, all of our YouTubes, or yeah. So you'll be able to go to anyone's platform. And I don't think I mentioned this, but you guys can find me on social media anywhere as Jamila Payne.
Okay, for the Disney fans, every time a question pops up, I feel like Mike Wazowski, where his face gets cut off.
I'm sorry, Sean.
No, it's okay. I relate to Mike because we are both vertically challenged.
Monica asked, with the VIP pass, does it update when Design Space does? No, it will not. That would require me going back and asking all of my instructors to re-record their videos. So it won't update as Design Space does. But for the most part, over the years, except for like the print and cut size and things like that, I don't think it's changed like a ton, like so much so that they'll still be relevant. The presentations will still be relevant even if Design Space updates. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Can I piggyback on that?
Yep.
This is why I really focus on teaching people what the different functions do, because then at least if Design Space decides to change where the slice button is, you still know you're looking for slice.
Right.
In 2020, like all the videos that any Cricut person did back then, the screen does look different than it does currently. So if you're trying to find something that's a more recent thing, make sure you're looking at more current things. Another thing is that the mobile app looks completely different. I have so many people that will be like, I'm trying to follow this tutorial, but my screen looks totally different. That's because the mobile app is going to be completely different. Make sure you search for tutorials or videos that use the mobile app.
And I think there's something to be said about going on and following a lot of the instructors, because a lot of the time when these big changes happen, we'll either mention it on our social medias, we'll update blog posts, and we'll kind of like move forward from there.
Yep. Yeah, like when they took the little icons off of the four corners of every image, and people are like, where did rotate go? I did a video called Where Did Rotate Go? And like, so yeah, it's going to keep changing, but it's software.
Yeah.
You know, that's what happens. Like, how often do we get an iPhone update?
Yes, Kelly Belly, we can see your messages. Well, this is the first one I've seen. So did you have another question? I'll try to watch for it.
Margie, it's just a white tree.
It looks
you guys
so
are getting a sneak peek. I haven't posted it yet. It's made of PVC or PEE.
So for me, I always cut everything on my Maker 3. Unless I'm doing a big project where I want to use all my machines at once, then I opt for the Maker 3 first.
I feel like I need to get taller for this question.
But I'm gonna move it
You
now
feel
that
me, don't
I'm
you?
sure we've all read it now. So I moved it.
I actually prefer my Maker. I have a Maker 3, an Explorer 3, and my Maker and the Joy. And I feel like I'm not a card maker, so I think that makes, I just cannot appreciate the Joy. I think it's too small. Everything takes too long to like get it to fit that size to crank out stuff. Like if I want to do, I don't know, even stickers for like tumblers. If I want to do 4 of them, I feel like I've got to cut everything down instead of just putting it on the mat. So I just prefer the bigger ones, but I prefer my Maker because like I like to use my 12 by 24 mat. Even if I'm only using 12 by 12 cardstock, I'll just put 2 sheets on.
Yeah.
But I feel like with the Maker 3 and the Explorer 3, it wants to know that my mat is long enough. So it's that extra step. Like there's just a few extra steps here and there with the 3 versus just the Maker that I feel like it bugs me enough that I just tend to, when I'm cutting on one machine, I use my Maker.
So I actually like the Joy Extra. It's been the one that I've been favoring.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I hate the Joy.
No, this is the Joy.
I don't have the extra. I don't have the Joy Extra.
So it's bigger than the Joy. It's lightweight. And because like I'm constantly filming different videos and stuff, I just feel like I'm grabbing that one the most because it's the easiest. And I do a lot of projects that are like 8.5 by 11. Like I'm a big sticker person, a big print then cut. I love making cards. So I love the Joy Extra. And then the Maker 3 is probably my go-to for everything else. I cut a lot of basswood in veneer. So the Maker 3 is usually like my go-to if I choose to use that versus like my laser cutter.
I saw a question online. Can I go get my one project to show her how big it is? And then I'll tell you which one I cut it on. So I'll be right back.
Sean, what's your favorite? Your go-to?
For me, it's my Explorer. When the Maker came out, I said, I'm not buying one until this one dies, the Explorer. So I still haven't bought one.
Wow.
Yeah. But I do a lot of paper crafting. I mean, like the thing Anne is showing now, I can do that on my Explorer.
That is so cute.
I do a lot of cards, stickers, the decorating shirts. I can do it all on my Explorer, so I just keep using it.
Yeah, it's funny. In my review video, I was saying I don't think there's a need for the Explorer anymore. Like I think the choices when you're getting a machine are either the Maker 3 or the Joy Extra. Like I don't know.
So I tell people if I was buying my first machine today, I would be getting the Maker, just the regular Maker, not the 3. I'm not a fan of the 3s.
I started with my very first Cricut machine was the little 6-inch one that they had.
Yeah.
That took cartridges. It was like one of the first ones that came out. I also had the Udo.
What was the first one? Was that little?
I was obsessed with the Udo and actually just threw it away probably 5 years ago.
No, you gotta keep all that stuff.
I know I should have.
We had the cake one back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah, when I lived with my sister, she was like big into baking.
The new Cricut crafters are probably like, what are they talking?
Yeah, they used to have
my
Cricut
first one was
just for
the
like
Maker.
fondant.
Did any of you use the
so I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm relatively new to crafting in that sense because I started out with a Maker. But with these projects, which is something that I concentrate on in the course, which is anyone can make this. I did this with 12 by 12 cardstock. The thing that I'm a stickler for is to try to hide the seams. And so I have all the tips and tricks to making it look, to making it big, but also looking really beautiful because you can't see any of the seams. And like, I like to, like I said, I like to really make things extra. There's like a shaker in here, all the wheels, like the flower, like this is what makes me happy.
So let me ask you a
But
question.
I have all my machines out. They're out all the time, always plugged in. So I have my Explorer 3, the Maker 3, and the Maker. And on one given project, I will sometimes open up all three, depending on, like all the different colors and like whatever. And I'll cut all using all three machines. So you can do it on all of them. I do have a tendency to cut everything on my Maker if I'm just doing something really quick. It's the one that's on my table, and then the others are on shelves. But they're all stacked on top of each other. So I use all three. I think they're all fine. But like I said, I have a preference for the Maker because it doesn't do those two extra steps. And I feel like if I choose cardstock, heavy cardstock, it will cut heavy cardstock on all my subsequent mats. And while you have that option to select, save the settings, it's just all those little extra steps that I don't like with the threes. But if my Maker died on me, I would start using the three, and I probably wouldn't buy another Maker. I mean, it's just, to me, they're all kind of very similar enough that all three of them are kind of the same.
I will say I've had the most issues with my Explorer 3.
Really?
And that's what I meant by I wouldn't get a 3, because I've heard people say that. But also for cutting matless, you're using Cricut brand Smart Vinyl, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, see, I'm the fan. I think whatever's the newest tech out there, you should, if you are in the market, that's what you should purchase, because the Maker, I mean, I'm trying to think when that came out. Was it like 5 years ago?
Yeah,
it
was 5 or 6
No,
years.
that was
6 years. So that's like buying a
2017.
6-year-old iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to tech, I always suggest to get the newest, and I'd say wait 3 to 6 months, because they can tweak if things are going wrong.
Yeah.
And all the new tools are for the new ones, right? Like, I mean, you would think that that's what they're going to do. So I agree with you, Michelle. If you can afford all, to
this
get
is all like,
free,
you don't need 6 Crickets unless
Right.
you're
Like,
blogging about
people
how
are
to
like,
use Cricut.
I'm on a budget. Like, I'm like, if I was going to buy a new machine today, I'd get the Maker, not the 3. I did see somebody ask about the Joy, and they were the original Joy. They were saying that they heard that Cricut is going to no longer support it. That's not true. They are no longer supporting the Joy only app.
And do you seal your paper crafts at all?
No, I don't. But I will, like, other than this one, because this one, the wheels spin,
Right.
I back it on a foam board so that it can stand. I mean, so it, for parties and whatever, you can just put it on your
Right.
dessert table if it's a
Right.
character or whatever.
Well, I can see them being keepsakes,
Oh
or
yeah, I mean, people
hanging them
love
on
it.
the walls and things like that.
I have this one, the one over in the corner. It's so cute. It was someone asked me to make it, and I don't do orders, but the mom reached out to me. The daughter's turning 5, and she's had surgeries all her life, and so this was like a big milestone birthday, and it's so cute. Her glasses. So they sent me her birthday outfit, like a picture of like what she was going to wear, and so I matched everything. I mean, sometimes it's so cute, and people love to see it. And so it, I did the bracelet that matched her bracelet, and it was special for me just to hear that kind of story, and like that there's so much meaning to this one project and her birthday and stuff. So I think you can make a huge impact that way.
I see a lot of comments about
work with a company to do specialized paper for different shades of skin.
I did. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Yes. I work with Fairly Art, and because I do so many of these off the mats, I was struggling to find skin tone cardstock that, you go into Joann's and they package things and say it's skin tone, but when you go to use it, there's gold and olive and, black and white. And I'm like, when would I ever use, this like harsh white for a character unless I'm doing literally a ghost, right? So Barely Art worked with me, and I, came out with 8 colors that really I thought worked well for me and all the characters. So if you guys wanted to check that out, it's at the Barely Art website. I love their glue, and I use their glue and their cubies a lot to get like the dimension, and so that, yes, it's a cardstock project, but like it's 3D and it's, all the extra stuff. So you can head on over there and you can see all of that.
Yeah, when I saw that line of paper, I was like, why hasn't anybody done this yet?
Thank you, Sean. I mean,
We
they
need
do.
all
but,
colors
yeah,
of
a lot of times
the
those
rainbow.
colors and all the colors when you're shopping for them, like at Joann's or something, I feel like everything looks good while you're in the store, but when you go to actually put it on your project, all of a sudden it can look, it just doesn't look good. So I've definitely tested them out, and these are the shades that I landed on. So thank you for that.
I saw a couple comments about the Joy Extra, and you're going to want to make sure to enter those giveaways because we have a couple that instructors are giving away in the giveaways. There's a couple Joy Extras, I think an Easy Press 3 and machines, and there's courses and memberships and all kinds of stuff that's being given away. So you'll want to make sure to enter those giveaways because they will end on Friday at midnight Eastern time.
Just gonna block a user here.
Yep.
I saw a comment that someone wants to make one of these off the mat for their Great Dane, and I want to
okay.
I keep showing off. Sorry, guys. But I did one of this little puppy, and I used block on the cardstock so that you get this like fuzzy texture. So like you can kind of see like it makes a difference, like every little thing, right? And so please do and tag me or reach out to me if you have any questions. But I love all those extra little things that we can do.
I'm going to cover you guys' face again. So I can
and you would probably like a shirt that I did for my nephews last year. There were dinosaurs wearing Santa hats, and I used white puff vinyl.
Oh, yeah. See, that's my jam. All those extra little things.
Yeah, the texture. Cheryl, yes, everything is being released at the same time. No, we're not going to drip it out. I'm sending an email with all 8 videos and all 8 video links right first thing in the morning so you can decide what you want to watch and go from there. Where is the giveaway page? The giveaway page is not live yet. It won't be live until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Synchronize your watches now.
Yeah.
8 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Eastern. I always forget that. 8 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Lynn, I think I'm saying it right. If you're talking about the giveaways for the event, those don't start till tomorrow. If you're talking about tonight's giveaways, all you have to do is comment.
I see a question about the flock, Anne.
So there's a couple ways you can do that. You can either the bottom layer is cardstock, so you want to match the cardstock to the flock that you're going to use, right? So like for that puppy, I definitely had 2 shades of the brown cardstock, and you could do it where you just put a thin layer of glue and then add the flock on top. I like to use my Xyron machine because that turns everything into a sticker. The only difference is this time I want the sticky part to be on top. So you want to flip the image over and then run it through the Xyron, and you'll have that sticky layer on top. And then I just add it's from Pink and Main. It's like flock in all different colors, so you can mix them too. That was one of the things that I didn't realize you could do until I got all of these, is that you can mix, add a little white to like make something lighter. It works just like you would with paint or something, that I just never thought to mix flock, but I love it. It's so much fun, and it totally changes your projects. It just makes it more.
I've never used flock, so you just shake it on like glitter?
Yeah, it's just like adding a layer of glitter. And then the excess you can put right back into the container. So like this little container can last for a very long time.
Right.
I
But
thought
my
you were
glitter
talking
things, I
about
like to put them
HTV.
inside like a shoebox and then
You
glitter.
could do
so
that. I just put a sheet of paper and then
Yeah.
I funnel it back in. But it just makes it so it changes everything. Like that is a puppy. As real as a paper puppy can be, and
Right.
that's what it is.
Do you use embossing like powder on your projects too?
You know what? I don't. I have it, and sometimes I'll use it, but instead of embossing powder, I would prefer to use HTV
Mm.
because I feel like it damages the paper less. That's probably not grammatically correct, but I feel like it's just easier to cut the HTV and to just like I don't know, the project looks more finished. And I feel like with the embossing powder, depending on like how much heat you apply and waiting for it to kind of like melt, I prefer to do it the other way.
Cool.
There's another question for you, Anne, and put it up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just thinking of that one too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a venture as well. I forgot to mention that. I have not, I've used the venture to make, it cuts so fast, but I've yet to really make an off the mat. So like with the venture, oh my gosh, you could really, I don't even know if you need to, it wouldn't even be off the mat. I haven't done it where to make an off the mat with the venture, it would be ginormous. And I haven't done that yet, but I have cut, when I need to do 3D letters or something where like a lot of pieces, it's so nice to just put it on there and it's done in one cut. So I definitely, if you're
Are they
going to
See what I just made?
Are they making cardstock the size of those mats?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, are those your flowers, Michelle, with the
Yeah,
with the venture?
That's what I made with the venture. Sorry, you're staring at the light.
Are they making cardstock big enough for the venture?
Yes, let me show
Yes.
you. But holy moly, is it expensive?
It's so big. Okay, so first of all, can
But
we talk
it's only
about the venture for the one thing?
That-
If you're going to get the venture, do not skimp on the actual storage unit. You need
It's
the
like
unit.
it's like a what are those things they make you get for school?
Poster board?
Poster board.
No,
Yeah.
You can use
I think it's
poster board.
24 by 28, Jamila.
Wow.
It's huge.
This is what Anne is talking about. I would
Because
not
to
be able
store
to
the
use
mat-
this without the cart.
Debbie
Yeah.
is asking, where do you find the paper for the venture?
Cricut
Cricut's
has.
website. It's $79 a pack.
I know. I just don't.
You could probably go to an art supply store and find something comparable, I would think, for a little less money.
Or I think they'll go 50% off material sales and stuff too.
Yeah.
But
But I think but for the venture, like if you wanted to have an Etsy shop, for instance, and you wanted to crank out orders, the venture, then you could do 4 12 by 12 sheets.
Yeah.
It's more for like being able to process all of that. I don't know if I would invest in buying paper that big because you got to store it. You don't have the same selection. It's expensive. And
so to do that project, I needed a lot of red and a lot of pink. So I bought 5 packs because it's all assorted. You can't just buy a whole red pack. You can't buy a whole pack
how
yet.
many comes in a pack?
No,
I
I
You
hear
have
you.
to
buy the whole
I am a
rainbow,
fan of the
even if
venture,
they're only
but I
using
think
two
you need
colors.
to like really go down to the basics of why you want the venture and if it's worth it.
Yeah,
if you're
it's
not
like
gonna
commercial
use it to that benefit.
As someone said,
too
bigger paper,
expensive.
bigger mistakes.
Yeah.
I like it.
It doesn't say on it how many come in the pack.
I wonder.
It is huge. I mean, you got to clear out your space. Like when I'm just using the brayer to put the paper on, I'm like, oh my God, like clear out everything.
For the film with it, I have to move every like piece of furniture
Oh,
to
totally.
be able to film and not have it like other things in front of it to back the camera up.
It's not the 12. It's not the 12 by 24, right?
No, it's 24 by 28.
Yeah.
It's humongous.
And they're living under a
Well,
desk right now because I don't
ginormous.
know how to store them.
You
Oh,
said you
yeah,
don't know how to store them because if you store them wrong, then you mess them up.
Right.
Well, they're so
50
big, I just don't
It's
have.
50 in a pack.
Okay.
Yeah. And they don't fit nicely into your little slots because that's all
No,
made for 12
yes.
by 12.
I don't
You'll have to make
space.
something with your laser cutter that is, stiff, that'll keep them straight up
Yeah.
and down. But then you have to keep it packed so that they don't slide down.
But yeah.
That
Well,
being
Michelle,
said,
you
I
could play
did
on
that.
top of your dream box.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I
I'll
wouldn't
never
be able
take
to
'em-
reach it, but
I was gonna say I'll never take them down.
Right? Forget they're up there. I have,
Yeah.
for my dream box, I have the mat and I stuck it up there and I always forget it's there. I have the self-healing mat.
Yep.
I saw a comment from Betsy. She says she still likes to use 8.5 by 11 paper instead of 12 by 12 because it's cheaper. I will say though that I really like the texture of 12 by 12 cardstock. So like I think that there's if you can try it, just once I went to 12 by 12, it was really like I got rid of all my 8.5 by 11 pretty much just because I like the different textures on top, the colors, and I could just cut more. So
I do
just
use
give
my
it a shot
8.5.
before you totally turn it away.
I'm
My
laughing
8.5 by
because we're
11,
always the
I do like to
opposite.
just cut them in half and fold them for a quick card.
Wait, do mats hold better? I don't know.
On the Venture?
The Venture, I'm guessing.
I have not used it enough to say.
Somebody asked the
We
question
can
I was
neither
trying to
confirm
click
nor
on
deny that.
was the question I was trying to click on was do you have access forever to the VIP? And yes, you do. You get lifetime access when you purchase the VIP pass. I lost the comment though.
Oh yeah, Colette. Every night we're just gonna be chatting away about whatever you guys want to talk about.
Yep, that is exactly what I was about to get into. So for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, for the next 4 days, we're going to do a sip and chat at 6 p.m. And it'll be myself and whatever instructors decide that they want to hop on the call, and everybody's going to grab their favorite drink, whether it's a coffee, a tea, or a glass of whiskey. And we're going to sit and talk and answer your questions for however long we stay on here. Where are the giveaways? I didn't hear. Kelly, the giveaways will go live in the morning, and there will be a link at the top right of every page. So you'll be able to click through to get to the giveaway page from the any of the summit pages.
Ooh, Holly, congrats on your sales at the craft show. That's how I got my start, was doing craft shows.
Is there a way you can re-sticky the mats without voiding your warranty?
No.
You can take a baby wipe and wipe your mats down, and it'll bring back some tack. I do also use dish soap, mild dish soap, and a wet cloth, and that'll work too. But you have to let them dry completely before you try to use them.
And where I was going with the re-sticky was if you apply some other sticky.
Yeah, that's the way we used to do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Remove all the stick, tape
Yeah.
around the grid, and then
Yeah.
spray it with that adhesive stuff.
Yeah, don't do that.
Cindy said do the mats have a warranty?
No, but your Cricut machine has a warranty. And if Cricut finds out that your
used
mat
another
was maybe
adhesive.
sprayed with a spray adhesive and that gummed up your machine, that would void the warranty of the machine.
Cheryl, get a dream box. You will not regret it.
Can I do a shameless plug?
You can.
If you go over to my Facebook page, it's Weekend Craft. I'm going live with Dreambox tomorrow. There's going to be some exclusive giveaways and discounts. And then we're also making with our Cricut these acrylic. This is tripping me up because it's right way, not wrong way. These acrylic ornaments. So we're going live at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow over on Facebook.
So you guys make sure, if you're not already, to be following all the ladies so that you don't miss out on their good stuff. Where are the paper?
I saw a question about design
arts.
space and can you sell things that you make? You absolutely can, as long as they're not any of the licensed images that are in there. So anything with an A on it that's included in Cricut Access, you can make and sell stuff.
Yeah, Katina, you can just throw things in the dream box and still feel organized. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I just toss them in there. It looks put away. Michelle, I need to fit your live in with the Jumpstart. You can do it. You can do both.
Yes, you can also watch the replay of mine on any day. I just put it below in the chat comments.
Latoya is asking about, oh, where'd it go? There it is. Whoop, nope, that's not it. Not sure.
They jump and then you're like,
it's moving so fast. Where'd it go? There it is.
Can acrylic ornaments be made on the Joy? So I just buy the blanks and then I paint the back with an acrylic paint. I add vinyl to it and then I add a gold leafing to the back edges. So I'm not cutting the acrylic on the Cricut. You can only engrave
acrylic
on the Cricut.
Yeah.
But if you go to Michael's right now, they have like this 18 pack. That's what I've been using.
And if you wait a couple of weeks, they're all going to be on sale and you can stock up for next year.
Yeah.
Will you be sending an email about your live? Kelly Belly is not Kelly Belly is not asking. Joyce is asking.
Yes, I will have an email going out 1 hour before the live tomorrow.
Marge, Michelle's Facebook is Weekend Craft. And what table do you use for cutting off the mat projects?
Most of my off the mat projects are 30 inches, between 20 and 30 inches. So it fits on my table. I've done one that was just like an inch shorter than me, but like, I don't know. That was more to see whether or not I can actually do it and then make it look good. But for, I don't know, everything else, like a 30-inch thing is, everyone's going to be amazed by it. So I wouldn't get extra hard on yourself to do the 5'2" character that I did. But just so that I could, challenge myself. And I hated it. I didn't think it looked as good. It had some seams that I just couldn't make look good. And honestly, for someone who's just like, my mommy friend coming over, she would probably be more impressed with the beautiful 30-inch one than the one that was like, I'm clearly trying to paste things together and make it look good at, 5'2". And that's something that I feel like I always keep in mind when I'm doing my projects is like, what looks the best. We can make, with your Cricut, you can make something 100 feet tall if you really wanted to, but it doesn't mean that it's going to look good. So,
right.
And I did a larger than matte Alice in Wonderland, 3 feet tall, for a first birthday party just this past year. I should send you the picture.
Oh yeah, I love seeing everyone else do it.
And I even used makeup to like make her cheeks rosy.
Holly, no, you do not need Facebook to watch the videos. If you have the VIP pass, you're going to be inside of a course platform. You'll have a login and everything. And if you're on the free pass, you will get links to a web page where you can watch those videos.
And I think you should drop a link for your
I know. I'm gonna
papers.
give me a second. Let me pull that up.
For the paper.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see somebody
Yeah,
asking.
a lot. Well, there's been a few questions. This is my first Cricut Design Space Jumpstart, Colette, but I hosted in June an SVG Design Summit where we taught how to design SVGs outside of Cricut Design Space. But yes, this is my first one with Cricut Design Space. Do I need to store my supplies?
So
What do you ladies have in store for us for
I was just thinking
2024?
that one too.
I don't know. I'm trying to get through 2023.
Right? First
I'm
of
working
all,
on mini courses.
2 weeks off, a week or two off at the very beginning of the year. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, I'm going to do another shameless plug too after you.
Go ahead.
I'm working on mini courses because my followers have told me that, you know, they love that I have a full Cricut Design Space course, but they'd like to have little sections or mini courses if they don't need the whole thing. So I'm actually working on that. And then I just got the X tool. So I'm going to be working on creating videos and tutorials for that.
Did you get the M1 or which one
Yes.
did you get? Nice.
The
I have that one.
M1.
Yeah, on my list is more with my Aura and with my P2, as well as my Cricuts. Like lots more tutorials with purpose and more consistency on my YouTube.
I have to go back to a day job in January, so we'll see how much content I actually get out.
Well, Alice, this is the perfect event for you. Get the if it's in the box still, first of all, take it out. And then you can craft along with the presentations in this event.
I saw somebody ask what the X tool is, like a Glowforge.
It's a
If
laser
you don't
cutter.
know what that is,
It's a laser cutter. Yeah.
So my big plan for 2024 is not crafting related. I am hosting trips. So I am a 36-year-old woman, no kids, no husband, and I love to travel. So I've created these guided tours. So if you want to come travel with me, or you and a friend, or you and your significant other, you can come on one of my trips. So I'm doing Ireland at the end of May, Memorial Day weekend.
I might come.
And then this is the one I'm really excited for.
Christmas.
December of next year, December 4th through the 10th, we are doing the Christmas markets in Germany and Vienna. So we're starting in Munich, and then we're going to Salzburg, Austria, and then we're going to Vienna. So it's going to be an amazing trip. So yeah,
Ireland's on my bucket list.
Yeah, I'll probably be traveling with you this year. Maybe.
Come on down.
You know, I haven't gotten to do much travel. My sister-in-law went and had a baby on me. So we went to Italy last year. She was pregnant, and then we didn't get to go anywhere. She's just as ready as I am. Someone asked where they can purchase VIP, and I am pasting that link in the description again. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for a trip.
You traveled to North Dakota this past year.
Well, I went to North Dakota and also California this year.
Yeah.
2023, which is more than I went to Italy, and then a couple months later, California. And then a few months after that, I went to North Dakota, which is more traveling than I've done my entire life. So I'm like,
that's where we got to meet in person. Yeah.
Elisa is asking, where can she sign up for your event tomorrow?
I can drop the link again.
Yep.
It's on Facebook.
Everything's moving so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, it was YouTube.
Okay, Alyssa, I'm hitting post right now, so click it before it goes away.
Okay, nobody posts anything. Somebody's got to get a link.
Shauna, that is exactly like if you need a person to travel with, I am your person. That is the whole point of why I want to do these trips, is because just because we're single or you don't have someone to travel with, you still should be able to see the world and be able to do it comfortably. So
Yeah.
And I have
Michelle
people
is
of all-
so fun. I did a Vermont trip with her, and it was a blast. So
Yeah,
Thank you,
I'll
Ann.
probably try to. I'm going to
You're
try
a
to
great
go on both
hostess.
trips with you this year.
So it's from all ages. So on Ireland, my youngest person I think is 28, and I think my oldest person is 72 on the Germany trip. So like we are covering all gamuts. Like everyone is welcome.
Diana asked how I like California. California was beautiful. We were in San Diego. We stayed in the most beautiful place ever. Michelle was there. It was amazing. It was in it for somebody who has never really traveled, like, you know, to go to Italy and then San Diego. Like it was really amazing. It was nice, beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
And
it
we
was
were surrounded
great
by
to
amazing
see-
people the
Yeah.
entire time.
So if you ask me to go somewhere, usually I will say yes. It doesn't even matter where. I didn't even know the details for Vermont. And I was just like, sure, I'll be there. Tell me where to book.
Well, I'm ready to book a trip, so don't be surprised if I text and I'm like, I need you to book your flight so we can go here.
When the snow starts falling here in Minnesota, I'll be like, let's get out of here.
We've already had one snow. I don't think I ever said where I'm from. I'm from Indiana. We've already had one snow.
But did it stick?
Yeah, it stuck for
Okay.
maybe a day. It
Yeah,
wasn't
ours
very
did
much.
stick.
It wasn't very much snow though.
Yeah.
Are your trips craft related?
So they aren't, but we're trying to add in something fiber related to Ireland. So whether it's like seeing a shop, or doing some sort of morning class or something, we're trying to fit that in. And then the Christmas markets, I mean, come on, it's all like shopping, basically like Christmas crafts and eating lots of really good food.
BMW girl, I'm in northern Indiana. I'm in Indiana and we only have flurries. How do you handle moisture in your cardstock? Mine has so much, it is tearing my projects apart.
I've heard some people pressing it.
Dehumidifier, girl.
Yeah, dehumidifier. But it's probably, I would store them in plastic. Like when you're not using them, make sure they're sealed in something that is not going to draw in moisture. My studio is in my basement and it's a little moist down there, like not horrible, but enough to make my paper wiggly. So I make sure to keep the cellophane that my cardstock comes in. And I also purchased some, I can't think of what they're called. They're like containers for cardstock. And I keep all of my cardstock in these containers and that keeps the moisture out as well.
Oh, those plastic bins?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're not really bins, but I don't know. But I'm gonna go grab one while you guys.
Be careful with infusible ink if like you have a really moist space too, because my craft room used to be my basement and I had a bunch of issues with that.
I feel like I'm spoiled in California. I didn't realize this was an issue.
Yep.
Like you can see all my cardstocks right here. Totally good.
My gosh, they've been keeping the studio here. Like this is a 200-year-old building and it gets to like 91 degrees.
So
up
all
here.
of my paper is stored in these. And I got these.
Oh. Yeah.
These are from Michael's. They're the Simply Tidy ones, but they just snap close here. But the way I grabbed it, it didn't. It's all weird now. But
That's a really good idea, Leslie, with the little gel packs. You know, when you buy something, it's got those little packs of do not
well,
use.
I haven't even needed them.
Save
Like,
those and put them in with your.
I just put them in there and they're good.
Okay, everyone who's looking for links from me, I will put them in the Facebook group for you, or you can message me on Instagram, Facebook,
or sign up for her
are.
email list.
Yeah.
Make sure
or
you
shoot me an email, michelle@weekendcraft.com. Yep. Really easy, michelle@weekendcraft.com, and right after this, I'll send you any link you want.
Well, we're more than happy to share links and provide information.
We've been on here for an hour answering questions. I think we can go ahead and draw some giveaway winners.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh, Colette, silica packs too. I save those because I use them to dry flowers out. But yes, those are always great to throw in whatever container you're using to store things.
Oh, I can't remember how to show them on the screen. And
so there's a present button at the bottom, Jamila.
Oh. Am I sharing my screen?
Not yet.
No, is that what I need to do?
Oh, I would
to show the winner. Yeah.
Is it up on your screen?
It's on the other screen. It's on this screen.
Yeah, so if you click present, share screen, and then choose what window you want to share.
Sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. Lord have mercy. There it is. All right.
Woohoo.
So there is our first winner. We're going to do 5.
This is cool.
I keep seeing
our names. I keep seeing our names go across here. Let's see.
Monica Campbell.
Yep. Yay. There's winner number 2.
Be funny if Anne won.
I probably should be right.
I know, I keep seeing my name.
Yvonne Tucker. I should probably be writing these down.
Well, you can just scroll to the end of your video.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to have everybody email me at help@jamilapayne.com. I want the winners to, and I'll put it in the comments before we get out of here. What is that, 3?
Mm-hmm. I think so. I wasn't counting though.
Yeah, this makes things really easy as far as giveaways. Catherine Burke. One more. Slow down on my name. Crafty Lady 11. So if you guys could email me at, let me stop sharing this. And then I'm going to put it, if you saw your name on the screen.
So Dawn, there was no sign up. It was just for commenting.
Say that again.
Dawn was asking where the sign up was for the giveaway. It was just for participating in the comments.
Yeah, you just had to comment. So I've dropped it in the chat, but it's moving so fast. So it is, I know I can put it on a banner, can't I? So there is the email address for you to, this is going to be the email address that you use if you need any help throughout the event, as well as the giveaway winners should email me here and let me know that you won the giveaway, and I'll get you your VIP passes. And if you've already purchased a VIP pass, let me know that too, and I'll give you some other options. So I think that's it for tonight. We will be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. There will be a couple instructors tomorrow as well. I'm not sure which instructors are going to be on tomorrow, but we'll just chat about the day and answer any questions and just sip and chat. Thank you everybody for coming.
So
I'm excited for
tomorrow.
Yay.
Jamila, who's up tomorrow? Do you want to give them a little
Yeah.
little preview?
I'm going to go to, I'll share the schedule page. That way they can see exactly how to print their, okay, let me try this again and share my screen. All right. So if you go to the events page, you can click on the schedule and get to the schedule here. If you click this top button here, you can print your schedule. And here are our presentations for tomorrow. We have Nancy doing the Design Space Interactive Workshop. We have Sean with her print and cut troubleshooting tips. Tracy is doing how to use fonts and glyphs. Jamie is going to do how to make split text designs. Kelsey using offset and inset to create layers and designs. Naomi is doing how to create text and image knockouts. Shondell is going to do a multi-layer cake topper using the offset feature. And Gina is going to show you how to turn your drawings into cut files.
Wow.
Just real quick before we go, the VIP does go up. The price does go up tonight. So if you're thinking about getting it, I would go ahead and grab it before the price goes up. I am dropping that link again for you guys. And thank you all for coming. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for having us.